So, I have information about this year's Halloween horses. I know what the theme's gonna be, and I know what horse breed models, and a lot more stuff. So, this is gonna be fun. Hello everyone, and welcome to the spoiler video of Halloween. And yes, I actually have information on this year's Halloween horses. I can't believe it myself, but I have the information. So we are going to just do a deep dive right into this. I also have information about outfits, pets, even what some of the pets look like. So that's really cool, and I can't wait to share with you guys. Let's go ahead, get started, take a trail ride around Golden Hills Valley with one of last year's magic horses. This is Bolt. He is a Mustang, and he is a robotic Mustang. So you'll be able to buy him very soon at Gallopers. So let's go. Okay, so these pictures aren't the best quality, but here are some of the outfits that are going to be at Gallopers Keep for the Halloween event this year. So we have almost like a gothic vampire outfit, which I have a theory that this is probably part of the horses' themes, and there's also a tack set. And then we have this greenish dressage set, kind of like the Evil Queen set, but different. So I think maybe this one is the one that goes with the magic horse. If you're getting ideas, get those ideas. But I have a feeling that this one will probably be for the magic horse. Maybe this one's for the other one, but I think this is more so following the Evil Queen outfit that we got last. And these are the tack sets for him as well. Again, like I said, I think this one's for the magic horse, and this one is just following a different shade of color for the magic queen set. Well, the evil queen set. Sorry, not magic queen, evil queen set. But they look really good. I'm very impressed with how they look, so that's exciting. I mean, I wish the pictures were better quality, granted, but eventually I'm sure someone's going to pull it out a spoiler and we can actually see the outfits themselves. Alright, so here's another photo. It's almost like the Swamp Witch set. Now, I think this bunny is from the previous year, so I'm not going to count that as a pet yet, even though I do have this bunny. Or at least it looks like that bunny I have from previous years that we got to create. We have this awesome little witch set, kind of like the Swamp Witch set, but it looks like it's more darker. It looks like a black type set with purple flowers and blue flowers and a darker green, which glad we're bringing back witch hats. Very happy about that. Alright, so here we have a cute little Namir Galloper Thompson's horse plushie. It is so stinking cute. I'm not really big onto the plushies, but I saw this one and I was like, oh, gotta have it. Absolutely love Galloper Thompson's horse. So this is right up my alley. Obviously, we will find out all the details next month as this event comes, and probably as more spoilers come to light. So, alright, so that's pretty much it for outfits and that little pet there. But I actually have some news about championship ranks. I know, again, it's not the best quality, but as you can see, we have the ribbons for this year. We have a cauldron for the first one, a raven on a gold background, a tombstone with a dark blue, a chalice cup, haunted Gothic Chalice Cup with the red and black. We have a purple coffin, obviously purple. We have a vampire fangs and with the lips and all, and red. And then the top ribbon, as you can see here, it looks like one of the magic horses, and it is probably is one of the magic horses with a black grayish ribbon. So these are the championship ribbons for this Halloween. I think they look awesome. It looks like we're heading more back into the spooky, scary Halloween theme, because Star Stable's kind of flip-flop between like, oh, don't be too scary, but this looks very promising and I'm very excited about it. Let me know what you guys think. Okay, so this is the moment you've all been waiting for. The magic horses for this year, for Halloween. Now, I don't have pictures of them aside from that little snippet on the, what is it? The, championship rank ribbons. But I do have some information, at least their story and what they are, in terms of breed models. So one of them is going to be like a Frankenstein horse named Galvatar. And this one is actually a Hanoverian. So I am going to read you Galvatar's story. At least, like, some of the... It's a little bit odd how it's, like, scripted here, but I am going to read you what I can. So here we go. The legend of a mangled horse wandering the forest around the grove has long spread amongst the locals. Believed to be the result of a disastrous experiment by a cunning scientist, the creature has been subject of many campfire stories. Rumors say that if you listen closely during a stormy night, you can hear his hooves sending shock waves through the woods. They call him Galvatar. A twitching, jerking mess of stitches brought to life with the surge of lightning. What they don't know is that a certain Beerus, hopefully I'm saying that right, has been caring for the legendary beast, taking him under her wing. Though love and patience, the so-called monster has transformed into a gentle Hanoverian. Now, can Galvatar find his place within a herd, or will his shocking past return to haunt him? So, we are getting a Frankenstein horse. Everyone's pretty much wanted this for so long, and so have I. But I'm very excited to see them going back to, like, the original, like, what Halloween's supposed to be, like, this scary kind of theme. Not to say that we've strayed away from it, but we kind of have. Especially if you remember the championship ranks last year. We're getting more into, like, the scary, spooky Halloween. And I love that we're getting a Frankenstein breed. I'm a little bit disappointed it's not a draft breed, but there's always next year, so I can just hope and pray on that. So that is one of them, and I'm going to show you the pet that we think actually goes with it. Alright, so here is the gourd pet that supposedly is going to go with the Frankenbreed horse, Galvatar. So it is obviously a spooky little guy with one little red stitch and these green glowing eyes. Now I will say the pets aren't always similar to what the horse is going to be, but they do end up being pretty close. So, if this is how it's going in the color scheme that we're going for, which oftentimes they do follow the color scheme pretty well, it should be very interesting. I'm excited to see what they look like, even though the pets aren't always like a guarantee of how the horse is actually going to look. But it's definitely interesting to see them actually take this approach after years and years of asking for a Frankenstein horse. Okay, so now we have a vampire horse. It is called Bixby. It is a vampire breed. So I'm going to get right into this. For centuries, the Buttergood family has been a source of eeriness in Epona, their pale skin, mysterious packages being delivered to their doorstep. How old is Vladimir Buttergood really? Alongside the Buttergoods, there's the legend of Bixbite, a pale horse decorated with blood-red crystals said to roam Butterhill Way. The rumored creature has caught the attention of many. To this day, hunters scour Epona at night in search of this fascinating cryptid. However, nothing more than Mr. Buttergood's Cecil Francis has ever been encountered. Rumors say that if you look up towards Butterhill in the deepest, darkest night, there is not a red gleam coming from inside. So, we are getting also a vampire horse, which is, like I said earlier, we're going back to like the scary, spooky side of Halloween, which I'm all for. I think this is awesome, even though, again, I'm not big on warm bloods. I would have preferred a draft breed, but for a Frankenstein horse and a vampire horse, it would make sense to go in like the direction of a lighter breed. So, I'm giving Star Stable the credit there. I will give them credit where credit is due. But this is very exciting to hear that we are going in that direction. We're going back to like the scarier side of Halloween, which I'm all for. So, that's really cool. And I'm very excited for these horses. So we are getting a Cecil Francis as the official model for the for the vampire breed for the Cecil Francis, and then a Frankenstein Hanoverian. So we're getting a Hanoverian and a Cecil Francis. Very interesting, very cool. Alright, so I am going to put a little bit of a content warning. Because this next pet that's supposed to go with the Frankenstein horse is a little creepy. It reminds me of Jigsaw from the horror movie that's not coming to my brain right now, but anyway, Saw movies. I think it's Saw, hopefully. So here it is. It is a cat. It looks something out of Saw. But it's supposed to go with the not Frankenstein, the vampire magic horse Bixbite. But I'm just it's creepy. It's definitely creepy. So if we're going to the scary side of Star Stable, hey, good job, Star Stable. You did it. You really, really did it. Alright, so those are the Halloween spoilers. We have information about the magic horses, which are going to be a vampire and a Frankenstein-inspired magic horse. I am so excited to see Star Stable taking this direction to the more spookier side of Halloween. I think it's going to be a really cool year. Love the championship ranks. The clothes look awesome. So I am very, very excited for this year's Halloween. Let me know what you guys think of the magic horses being a Hanoverian and a Cecil Francis. That is quite interesting. Again, like I said, I was hoping for a draft horse, but Star Stable, you better listen to me next year. The last draft horses we had were the Jorvik wild horses, and then Namir, which was the Shire. So, Star Stable, TikTok on that having magic draft horse. But if you do bring one as like the other like variations that they come out like last year, like they had Halloween variations. If you do make a couple of those drafts, we can forget about what I just said there. But that is pretty much it from me, you guys. I am so excited to share this all with you. Thank you to those who sent me this information. I am very grateful to you guys. But yeah, that is pretty much it for me. So as always, you guys remember to keep positive. Happy trails, everyone. I will see you in the next video.